Literally after every single scene, I was the same. I was like, was this really good? Like, are we sure?
But I mean, I don't know. We were kind of nervous, you know, the first times we shot our more intimate scenes.
Yeah.
We were both kind of nervous, like how do we, because we did them in a way that I haven't done intimate scenes before. You know, we worked with the intimacy coordinator, and it was very planned ahead of, you know, we knew exactly what we were going to do practically. But so we got to focus more on the emotional part, and that was kind of scary at first.
Yeah, exactly.
But then we got more into it, I think.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I imagine that's, you know, could give you a little anxiety before you do it, and then you get in your groove and you
Yeah,
say,
exactly.
I've got it, right?
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
Sure.
Now, this show, I don't need to tell you guys, has blown up, right? I'm sure you're looking at your Instagrams every day and are like, what is going on?
No, what do you mean? What do you mean?
So, did you have any idea that this show would be such a massive success? Or were you genuinely surprised that when it came out, you know, the response was so great? Like, how did you think it was going to do, and how are you wrapping your head around this right now?
I mean, we all kind of wanted it to blow because we all feel like it's a really important story that we want to tell the world, you know? And I feel like a lot of people can learn from it. So we all wanted it to blow, but we didn't like know in what level, but we knew that it was going to be international because it was Netflix and everything, but we didn't think it would be like this. I don't know. We're pretty surprised, all of us. We're really happy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're, like you said, Omar, we're very proud of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I'm gonna be happy if it's gonna in Sweden, you know. If people in Sweden are gonna like it, then I'm gonna be happy. But like, you know, the support we're getting from all over the world, you know, Asia, Europe, Australia, Brazil, you know, the whole Latin America community, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, here in the U.S. too. I'm based in New York City, and people are loving the show here, and that's why I was excited to have you guys on for all the U.S. fans as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really taken off, and a lot of messages I received when I announced you guys as my guests today were so many people writing to me saying that this show makes them feel seen, and especially because it's, you know, an LGBTQ plus romantic, you know, drama. And even from my perspective, I'm a millennial, I'm a gay man, I'm married to a wonderful human being, and we never had these types of shows growing up. And it's so cool to see that they're finally starting to come out, and in such a beautiful, positive way, especially in the sense that a lot of the typical shows around the storyline are a big coming out story, and that's all the show's about, right? It's all about a person coming out. It's cool that we're evolving to just a great romance. So to be a part of a show that means so much to so many, what does that mean to you guys?
It's hard to wrap your head around it. I mean,
yeah, like it's literally just a dream come true. Like, to be able to be one of the characters to tell this story is just crazy. It's just, we don't have words for that.
I mean, like you said, it's unique, and that's one of the things that felt unique with this story when I first read the script. And, you know, people messaging us saying like this show gave me the courage to come out to my parents, or you know, it's amazing. And you know, it being top 10 in countries where homosexuality is a crime, that's truly insane.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible to wrap your head around, you know.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, what you guys are doing for so many is just so cool. And I also love about this show, you know, here in the U.S. and internationally as well, I'm sure, a lot of these shows that center around teenagers are not very realistic, right? They're played by 30-year-olds and above, or you know, they're these 6'7" glamazon supermodels with never an ounce of sweat on their face, or like never a tiny little blemish, like nothing, right? And even fashion, the fashion in a lot of the shows is like couture and so fancy. You guys are very, very, very real. It's a realistic depiction of what people going through high school, you know, could experience. Yes, I know there's the Prince angle, but overall it's a very realistic portrayal of high schoolers and teenagers, right? So was that interesting to you when you signed on to do the project? Was that kind of important to you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 100%. When we like met all of the others that got the roles, we were like, wow, we are really diverse and we look different from each other and we all have different looks, and we just felt like, wow, this is like something different. Like finally, like they are making movies and series where people look like people and not like dolls, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just really like awesome to be in a project where we're diverse and, you know, thinking about everybody. It's just...
and what were you gonna say?
No.
I mean, but yeah, I thought so too. But at the same time, it was kind of scary because, you know, I have my insecurities. Like almost every single person on Earth has, you know. And you know, to gather the courage to represent that was difficult, but I'm really glad we did that. Because, you know, people are saying it made them feel seen, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, and real life isn't one big filter, right? So it's cool it's cool to be yourselves.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's awesome. Now, you guys seem like you've been best friends for your entire lives. I mean, chemistry, and you seem so close. So how was it working together, and was it pretty easy to find your groove? And a lot of people were also wondering if you had known each other for years prior to doing the show.
No.
Nope.
we met the first time on our first casting together. I mean, I knew who Omar was because he was in a band before, and, you know, he's had his music career for a long time. But we didn't know each other, but we clicked really good, you know, from the beginning, I think.
And it felt really right. So we just had to have a Swedish fika together, like 2 days after the casting, and just to like get to know each other. And then it all just came pretty naturally. As we said before, we had our directors and our, you know, we worked hard together, and we had to like work on our trust in each other and everything, and it all just went naturally.
Yeah. I mean, working that way brings people closer together. I mean, we're pretty close with the other cast members as well. But, you know, me and Omar had these really close and intimate scenes, so obviously we grew close to each other. And a lot of our filming days, we shot scenes together, almost every shooting day, I think, you know. So we worked really close, and it was long days, early mornings, late nights, you know. We grew pretty close. And I think we also, like, we complete each other in a way, because, you know, this is your debut, Omar, and, you know, we talked a lot about, you know, I mean, you asking questions about acting, and now asking questions about this public role, because you've experienced that. So I think that's very nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's cool. It seems like you both have a deep respect for one another as well, which I think is a core, you know, fundamental thing you need in any best friendship. But I also know best friends get in some trouble and like to joke around and can be pranksters. So, Edvin, what was like one of the funniest or craziest things Omar did on set, and vice versa? Do you guys remember anything that stands out?
I mean,
I know one thing.
Okay, say it.
So I chased him with a spider when when he told me that he got spider phobia, whatever you call it. So I literally found a spider and I started chasing him with it.
Oh no! Oh no!
But like
for just for like
just for like 10 seconds or something. And then I saw on him that he was like